Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsongkhung. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dubden Dorji. Let's pay homage to the three jewels of the altar. And the main deity of the group practice today, the Yellow Jambala, Heavenly King of the North, Vaisravana. Semu, Tansen Katso, Dubden City, Dubden Kama, Tansen Katso. And Dhamma masters, Dhamma lecturers, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma instructors, Dhamma teaching assistants, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good evening. How do you do?
Olamiko, Kekeromocho, Skoyin, Ichiba, Kimochi, Jumi, Yapi, Puri, Konbanwa.
Today we practice the four heavenly kings, the heavenly king of the north, Vaisravana, Yellow Jambala, the wealth deities in Tantayana, in water, that's the dragon kings. On the ground, they belong to the mountain gods and earth gods. In the sky, in heavens, are the four heavenly kings. The four heavenly kings are halfway up Mount Sumeru. The heavens at the four directions, the south Jambudvipa, the north Uttarakuru, the west Abarognigoya, and the east Purvavidya. And there are countless palaces in the four heavens. In the Surangama Sutra, it's mentioned the four heavens. Ananda, by the power of Sakyamuni Buddha, went to the four heavens of the four heavenly kings and can see the whole world. So the view was really vast. And in the Surangama Sutra, it's mentioned when Ananda was in the four heavens, he could see the sun palace, the moon palace, and there are many more golden palaces and pagodas of 7 treasures. It's truly opulent and But coming back to the Saha world, all he could see was the Anatta Pindika monastery in the Jeta Grove. Just those few lecture halls and nothing else. So the wealthy ones in heavens are in the four heavens. Actually, above and beyond the heavens, that's more opulent or wealthier. At the peak of Mount Sumeru is the 33rd heavens, and above is the heaven of emptiness and extinction. Of course, that's truly wealthy place. And in the Saha world, the richest one, of course, there are many wealthy people, like behind our Lijiang temple. Microsoft had been the richest person on earth. And the richest man changed back and forth. Actually, no matter how rich you are, they are all illusory. Why? Because it's ever changing. Today you're rich and tomorrow somebody else is the richest. But at the end, ultimately, it is illusory. There's no use to be rich. However, living in a nice car, a nice house, driving a nice car, if you have everything a bit nicer, you're considered wealthy. Sometimes rich people also have lots of afflictions, lots of worries. Not like us ordinary people, we can go anywhere. As the wealthiest person, if you just walk alone outside, it can be dangerous. And it's not easy to see them on the street. So what used to be wealthiest? Because you can't be like general people going places. So sometimes, what is suffering, what is happiness? It's really hard to differentiate. So recently we say that human life is just about birth and death, and love is just about gathering and separation, and mood is about good or bad, and life is just a suffering and happiness. If you think of it as happiness, it is happiness. If you think of it as a suffering or sorrow, then it is sorrow. Every time I get on the Dharma throne on Saturday and Sunday, and the people suffer when they get on the Dharma throne. To be proper for everybody to see, but not for Grandmaster. and Master get on the Dharma throne, I would fall asleep. Please don't blame me. How come every time Grandmasters get on the Dharma throne, he falls asleep? Because I'm not nervous at all. I'm very relaxed. I don't care what people say. I just want to drowse, take a nap. Actually, after a nap, I feel more awake. Otherwise, how can I give Dharma teaching? I don't care what people say. You see me drowsy with the head nodding low, but actually I was praying. As soon as with my eyes closed, but I know what kind of practice we have. When I hear it's Grandmaster to perform the overall meditation, I would wake up naturally. And I knew what practice we do. So no big difference. Actually, meditation and sleep, there is a fine line between meditation and sleep. Meditation is in between sleep and wakefulness. Sleep is asleep. Wakefulness is wakefulness, but meditation is in between sleep and wakefulness. In the Surangama Sutra, next it will talk about that. Let's tell a joke first. Dad told Xiaoming, just take it easy and do your test well. I've found a good connection and good support. So even we have a good backing, you still have to take the tests seriously. And Xiaoming said, okay, I will adjust my mood and attitude and going into the exam now. But Dad, who's the connection? It's Ma-Zu from Tajia. It's a deity. Before I go to sleep, I receive a phone call that's a scam. A scammer. And Xiaoming asks, so just tell me how much money you want to cheat me, and I'll wire it to you right away. And the scammer was shocked, really? And then Xiaoming said, oh, it's so easy to cheat you, and you still want to be a scammer, a cheater? Today, I happened to see to encounter something being scammed, and they said, it's even worse now. Like as you're walking, someone took a can of food for you and asked you, Uncle, can you please open this can? I cannot open it. And most of us would help the kid to open, because little kid asking you to open it, you wouldn't say that you don't want to help, right? But as soon as you open it and then give it to the kid and then drink the water inside it, and then he fainted. And after he fainted, people would come and say, that's my kid. What did you do? You made my kid faint. And then they ask you for money. Had to be sent to the hospital. So now, what should we do? So scams are getting worse and worse now. Please be careful. The husband said, honey, in the bed, can you mop the floor? I want to take a break today. And the wife said, no, I don't feel like doing anything. Why? You can just sit there and watch TV and I have to mop the floor. And the wife replied, but you can't compete with me because I have a good husband, do you? What kind of a joke is that? At the CEO's banquet at home, wanted to test the subordinates, and then asked Zhao Can breasts to be smeared with black ash, and then during dinner the power was out, and then they used, when it came back on, everyone's hands are all black except Li Bu. And so Li Bu smiled, but then his teeth were black. Do you understand? Now we'll get to the main topic on the Q&A. A question from Malaysia. Lian Hua Yao Long. Wholeheartedly, I pay homage to the precious root Guru, Living Buddha Lien Sung. I had karmic affinity to come into contact with the faith of the Venerable Mother, referring to the Golden Mother of Tzu Hui Tang, and learn that each mother deity has her own origin and lineage. So, may I ask Grandmaster, where does Golden Mother of our True Buddha school originate from? For example, Grandmaster once said that Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva enshrined at the Seattle Temple comes from Mount Jiuhua. So, all the Golden Mothers consecrated within True Buddha school came from the Golden Mother at the Seattle Temple? Within this faith, there's a belief that some emanated spirits are those devotees or disciples who after pass away listed in the celestial ranks and became spirits enshrined in the golden bodies of the mother deities. Is there such a thing in True Buddha school? If some fellow disciples cultivate well but unable to go to the Pure Land, would they be assigned to be as protectors to temples, cultivation centers, such as Earth God or protector like Sangarama? Why are you asking such a question? Actually, this is the issue of the heavens and the intangible realm. Back then, when I received the awakening from Golden Mother, that was the Golden Mother of the Jade Emperor Temple in Taichung. She helped me open my third eye. And the person who helped was Jio-san. And Jio-san came from the Shibi Tang temple in Hualien. And now the head of that temple is her son. And the origin came from the Golden Mother in the Taichung Jade Emperor Temple. And later on, to create affinities broadly, I also went to the headquarters of the Golden Mother's temples in Hualien, Shibi Tang, because they invited me to come to consecrate and bless the Golden Mother in that temple in Hualien. So I have visited the Shibi Tang in Hualien. So the Golden Mother at the Seattle Lezhang Temple came from Taiwan. From Taiwan. And the Golden Mother in the Tantric quarters was also invited from Taiwan. I have 3 statues that were invited from Taiwan in the Tantric quarters: Golden Mother, Amitabha Buddha, and Siddhikarma Bodhisattva. I invited them here from Taiwan. So each deity has his own origin, and the spirit inside each image is different. Like the Golden Mother at the Seattle Temple, we can say that she's the Golden Mother of True Buddha School Head Temple. And then continuing the lineage. So who becomes which Golden Mother where? How would I know? That's decided by Golden Mother of the Zihui Tang. Every one of them is Golden Mother. She has many split spirits, split bodies. It will be talked about in the Surangama Sutra. in the Siddhigarbha Sutra, scattering of split bodies. All the Siddhigarbhas everywhere gather at the Tritemsa heaven to become one Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. And then disperse, separated, they become hundreds of thousands of Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. So which one is real, which one is false? And Grandmaster's Dhamma bodies too are numerous. Many have been seen. And which one is real, which one is not real? It will be mentioned in the Surangama Sutra. That's why the chapter was called The Gathering of All the Split Bodies. All Siddhigarbha Bodhisattvas gather at the Tritemsa heaven and merge into one body. Separated, they become countless, myriad of them. So the same with Siddhigarbha, same with Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. We don't differentiate or discern this Avalokitesvara comes from where. Nobody can say. The same with Manjusri Bodhisattva. In each of the Buddha verse, next to the Buddha, there is a Manjusri. Which one is the real Manjusri? It will be mentioned in the Surangama Sutra. So the Golden Mothers consecrated within our True Buddha School does come from the Seattle Temple? Well, this is the general commander, and the rest are the dispatch ones. But where does Golden Mother of True Buddha School come from? From Taiwan. And where, and the source, the real origin of Golden Mother? From the heavens. And in Hualien, there's a place where she descended, so there's a memorial tablet there. Memorial tablet, because someone saw. And then near Ci Hui Tang, it's separated into Wang Mu, Sung An Gong, and then Golden Mother at the Ci Hui Tang, Wang Mu. So separated into two, and then you ask which one came from. They're all the same. So if you want to discern it specifically, discern, then you can observe when one day you become Golden Mother, then you can discern which Golden Mother comes from where. Like fellow disciples seeing each other. Are you a disciple of True Buddha School? Yes. Where are you from? Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia. And Philippines, Hong Kong, Southeast Asia, from America. So each of the Golden Mothers is different. Are you all come from the same place? No. Some people speak Cantonese. Some speak English. Some speak Spanish. Some speak Chinese. Some speak Taiwanese. All different languages. So the same with Golden Mothers. They could speak all different languages. Wherever she is, she would speak the local language. And Grandmaster's Dharma bodies too would speak the language of whomever. I cannot speak those languages, but the Dharma bodies can. So in heavens, I would speak heavenly language. There are many people here who can speak the heavenly languages. The one from Taiwan has gone home. From the Shen Ching Emperor from the north. Can you speak the heavenly language?
Yes, then, Shen Ching Tze. Yes, go, yeah, yes, go, yes.
Oh, 谢谢。
Thank you. So he could speak the language of the heaven. It's from the place of the mysterious northern emperor of the northern pole. How about Lian Xi?
阿弥陀佛，师尊好。카티쿠푸 타카 이치추쿠 바카시코 에티카 무케 이소 에쿠파카투 엔타카카 메타코 에티카세고보 메 타코타카피니 네코파 이카티쿠무테게 아이 타쿠마나디 쟁거스고무다 해추쿠무티까 호니코 반체코마시카도르무다 에노코소마 Hey, so come today. Ai, chukumata, Amitabha.
好，换连燕讲天语。
Okay, now Lian Yin.
Amikuruksa, alukesa, kuruki, aki makodokode, alukisa motoke, hakunomade, burumuka, sukunote, kurumuku, akuneke, pokototara.
那谁讲？你指谁？
Who did you say?
还有谁要讲的？好。
师尊好，大家好。Kasikete pachikete achakarakata chikete sakurukuteke ansu pachikete askureketeka. Chaka seke pasukurukuteke achukurekete pasukurekete hapsikurekete.
好。另外那个。
Okay. And the ordained one.
连胜同修会的。
From Lian Seng chapter. Oh, she's gone home.
他还会讲。
She could speak too, but didn't know what they're talking about.
是它里面的，那个。
Inside, the spirit inside her that speaks.
还有谁会讲？
Anybody else can speak here?
Malasasai izikante, mayasu izukurosakaya, mayasukoi izukurosu, maskatata izukurute, izukurosama angatako, sakasasama sakatata yata, sasasamaya kurute. 谢谢，感恩师尊。
你看，单单天语就很多人会讲啊。
See, just the heavenly language, many people can speak it, right?
你说是哪一尊？
So you ask which deity?
我不是唱跳歌吗？对不对？
I sing that song, right?
唱的是天歌哎。
So my music teachers sang this heavenly song.
风大，山那是风大，山那是风大，泪谁谁？山那是风大，山那是风大，山那是风大，泪谁谁？哦罗得哦，哦罗得莫得哦，哦罗得莫得泪谁谁？哦谁哦谁哦？ 像我们还会唱歌哎，
We can even
是
sing.
哪一尊的？
So which deity?
反正那是天语的。
Anyway, it's heavenly stuff, heavenly song.
体系里面就会出现这种情况。
So in Troubadour school lineage, such a thing happens.
但是各尊
All different deities
都会讲不同的语言，
and different deities speaks different languages.
像师尊的分身，
Like Grandmaster's Dharma bodies can speak Cantonese.
讲的他到香港去，他就要讲广东话。
So if they go to Hong Kong, they would speak Cantonese, Hong Kongese.
你这样到香港去，你只会讲台语。
But if you speak
天婆啊，
Taiwanese in Hong Kong, the Hong Kongese would not understand.
你就是
So whichever country you go, you would speak the language
因为
for sure.
只要显现给各个地方，
So those who appear in different places would be understood. They could speak.
这就是所谓神呐、
So
神就是妙，
this
妙就
is
是明，
divinity, which is
妙
wondrous,
真心的
and wondrous is lucid or luminous.
就会明白很多事。
So in the realm of the wondrous, luminous true mind, you will understand many things.
马来西亚莲花耀容，你要知道，
So Lianhua Yaorong from Malaysia, you need to understand.
等你得到妙明真心的时候，
To understand the real origin and lineage of the Golden Mothers, you will understand once you attain the wondrous luminous true mind. But before it, you will not understand, no matter how it's explained.
就是这样，
That's how it is.
没有错。有些同门
That's
被
right.
安排去就有人的
That some disciples are dispatched to become protectors at
地宫的，
their temples or chapters that have an affinity with them. Some become earth god, some becomes protectors.
的护法伽蓝，谁在
The Sangharama of Taiwan Lichang Temple,
当初建
the temple protector, was the benefactor who donated that piece of land, now became the temple protector.
建出来，
He donated that piece of land so we can build the Taiwan Lichang Temple.
后他回到台湾，
After he passed, he returned to the Taiwan Lichang Temple to become its protector.
就是有这种事情。
So such a thing to happen. Such a thing does happen. The wife said, honey, if I'm old and I can't chew on food anymore, what would you do? And the husband said, I will chew what I love most until it's soft and then feed you. And the wife said, oh, thank you, honey, you're the best. What do you like most? And the husband replied, the husband, is it the husband or the wife that replied? Sugar cane. So after you chew on sugar cane, you feed that. Oh, the writings are so tiny here. This is a chat. Ask, what do you like to eat? Guess what we are eating later. Don't ask your boyfriend or your girlfriend, what do you want to eat? Just say, oh, guess what we are going to eat tonight? King crab and beef. I just want to let you guess, but not to make a wish. If you can't guess it's a beef noodle, then continue to guess. What does it mean? I don't know. What is traveling? The answer is traveling is to leave behind a boring place, to go to the boring place of other people, and then spending our money and then with empty pocket and tired body, we come back to the place that we are bored with. So now I will discuss the Surangama Sutra. It's up to you if you want to understand or not, because it's very difficult to explain. Nobody understands. It took me a long time to understand, really. But even after I understand, I still don't understand. The logic is so, I don't know how. The Buddha said to Manjusri Bodhisattva and the Great Assembly, all Tathagatas of the 10 directions and all great Bodhisattvas, all the Buddhas and great Bodhisattvas, while abiding in samadhi, in meditation, that seeing and the seen and the wondrous luminous true mind appears, and the 6 does, can also be seen, which is all the things in the world, along with all conceptual distinction or mental formation. All those seeings are like flowers in the sky. Sometimes when you're sick, you close your eyes and you see many flowers falling from the sky. It's an interesting analogy. So, fundamentally non-existent. The flowers never existed, but you saw them. Many flowers from the sky. So the wondrous luminous true mind and all the phenomena seen by the six dust, observed by the six dust, originally is considered the wondrous luminous true mind. So this Bodhi, the wondrous pure and radiant, that's the wondrous luminous true mind. They are all manifested by the wondrous luminous true mind. How can there be any distinction of what is and what is not? How can you decide which one is real, which one is not real? So Manjusri, now I ask you, you are Manjusri. Now, is there a Manjusri who is Manjusri? And is there a Manjusri who is not Manjusri? So Manjusri has many split bodies. In each Buddha verse, there is a Manjusri. So which one is real? Which one is fake? Sakyamuni Buddha asks Manjusri Bodhisattva, which one is the real Manjusri Bodhisattva? The Manjusri Bodhisattva next to me, and all the Manjusri Bodhisattvas seen in the Buddha verses. Which ones are real? Which ones are fake? Manjusri has countless emanations, and Grandmaster too has many, and the ones, they're all different. The spiritual responses and what they see are different. So which ones are real, which ones are fake? But there is no such things about which one's real, which one's fake. So Manjusri replied, just so, world honored one, Sakyamuni Buddha, I am truly Manjusri Bodhisattva. Yet also no fake Manjusri. Why? If I am the true Manjusri, then there would be two Manjusris, or even more. Yet today, I am not Manjusri either. Or you can say, I am not Manjusri either. There really is no duality of is or is not. So who is real? Who is fake? There is no such thing. So think about it, about Grandmaster's Dharma bodies or split bodies. So what you see is real, what they see is fake. No, every one of them is real, but actually every one of them is also fake, including the one seated here is fake, is not real. So there is no such thing as real or not real. They are all illusions. So, to understand the wondrous luminous true mind is that everything in the world are illusion, illusory, manifested. So just so, world honored one, Sakyamuni Buddha, I am truly Manjushri, yet also not Manjushri. Actually, if I am a true Manjushri, then there would be two Manjushris or many more. Yet today I am not Manjushri either. So there is no such thing as real Manjushri and fake Manjushri. So there really is no duality of is or is not. There is no such thing as real or unreal. The same with the Dharma bodies. The Dharma bodies are Sengyen Lu. And how about this Sengyen Lu? Then there would be two Sengyen Lus. And not just two, many people saw. So there are many Sengyen Lus. So which one's real, which one's fake? There is no such thing as real or fake. You need to understand that the Sengyen Lu seated here giving Dharma teaching is real but also false. So, and there's no duality as real or not real. That's how wondrous luminous true mind is. What one sees cannot be seen by others. Like I have said, right? Seated here on the Dharma throne, eyes closed. And that was before giving blessings on the head. There was a queue from the front door coming here, and I give them blessing on the head one by one. And then one time, seated here, eyes closed, it looked like I was falling asleep, but one hand was giving blessings. A group of people came to receive blessings from me. But did you see? No. But did I see? Yes. So was that real or not? The line up of people from the front door to here, and then one by one they walked out from the temple. And one time I was seated here, and that evening I slept too soundly, very sleepy. I was really sleepy and couldn't stay awake. And my body and my head was swaying and almost fall to under the desk. And then Siddhikarpa Bodhisattva behind me saw something is not right. So he gave me a seat belt. He put on the seat belt for me. It's intangible seat belt, so I could stay up a bit better. At least I wouldn't fall. So Siddhikarpa Bodhisattva helped me put on the seat belt. But did you see? No. But I know. I know there's a seatbelt right in front of my chest to hold me up so that my head did not too much. Like fishing, everybody was laughing at me, and I asked, did I fall asleep? And everybody said, no. And then the kid said, yes. So the kids spoke truthfully. The kid is more innocent. Okay, Master slept, yes, but the rest lied. But in reality, Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva put on a seatbelt on me. But did you see? No. But I felt it, I knew. He put on a seatbelt on me, intangible seatbelt, so that I didn't fall. And the same with the blessings for a line of people. So seeing or not seeing, is that real? It cannot be seen. It's illusion, illusory. So is it real? It feels unreal. But is it unreal? It is real. So it's such a thing. That's the situation. So Manjushri Bodhisattva next to me and the Manjushri Bodhisattvas in the sky, in the Buddha verses, which one is real, which one is false? Which one is true, which one is false? But there's no such thing as true or false, real or unreal. So that's the answer of Manjushri Bodhisattva to Sakyamuni Buddha. Frankly speaking, Manjushri Bodhisattva is one who has attained the wondrous luminous true mind. He's different from Ananda. Ananda was truly dumb-witted. Of the 10 great disciples, Ananda was closest to Sakyamuni Buddha and also the paternal cousin. It is one of the princes who became monks. The same with Devadatta. So Ananda, Devadatta were all princes who became monks following Sakyamuni Buddha. Sakyamuni Buddha attained Buddhahood and had wondrous luminous true mind, but Ananda did not. Only after Sakyamuni Buddha left the Saha world, he felt, oops, something's not right. Then he cultivated seriously and eventually attained the wondrous luminous true mind. So he did not understand. So that's why he had so many questions. The more it's talked about, the more confused he is. But it's different with the Manjushri Bodhisattva. He's a great Bodhisattva. And he's the leader or the chief of all the Bodhisattvas. In the Avatamsaka world, Manjushri Bodhisattva is the first and foremost of all the Bodhisattvas. He's the wisest with the greatest wisdom in the Mahayana Buddhism. And Sariputra is the wisest in the Hinayana Buddhism, or the lesser vehicle. But Manjushri is in the Mahayana Buddhism. And the Tibetans refer to him as the deity or the god of wisdom. other than the Buddha, he's the greatest. So he knew what is the wondrous luminous true mind. He understands, he knows. So what you see are just like flowers in the sky. All that's seen. But most people, ordinary people, can't see, cannot experience, cannot understand. In Samadhi, all the Tathagatas and all the great Bodhisattvas in their Samadhi develop the wondrous luminous true mind, although it is illusory, but it's also real, but it's also unreal. But they can truly see, which is different, slightly different from the seeing of ordinary people. So many transcendent or supernatural power can appear due to the wondrous luminous true mind. Of course, like Sakyamuni Buddha says, this is inherently illusory and not real. They're all false, but they're also real. And they're not real, but also not unreal. It's like the seatbelt put on by Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. For me, it's real. But for you, you didn't see. Nothing. And all the spirits walking in to receive blessings from me, it's real too. But for you, it's nothing. And some people still ask me to sign their names, lists of names. One time, seated here, someone gave a letter and asked me to bless, and I signed my name, June 28, 2025. So you saw me making the gesture of signing. But you didn't see, so that's fake, that's false. But I saw it, it's real. So is it real or is it not real? It seems to be real, it seems to be unreal. So there's none of the so-called real or not real. Sometimes they ask me to sign the list of names to bless them. It's a strange thing. Right? Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, when Chio-san came and saw him to be Korean, so he speaks Sarange. He's Korean. This is Hui Jin's joke. In traveling, you should spend money on food and not on shopping, because on the way home, if your baggages are overweight, you have to pay. But if you yourself are overweight, you don't have to pay more. Or money pay me home.